Also keeping an eye on something that is not fossil fuel related, has to do with electric vehicles. And a lot of companies are sort of re-gauging their EV plans. GM scaling back that production goal of building about 400,000 of these by mid-next year. It follows by just a couple of months Ford announcing that it was pushing back its EV output as well. Lauren Fix, the automotive sector expert extraordinaire on what the heck is going on. But Lauren, you did argue that, you could throw all the bells and whistles and incentives that you want after this, but if people don't want them, they don't want them. And a good many people don't seem to want them. What's going on?
Well, it's not that the cars are bad, and it's the infrastructure that's the issue. And we used to have range anxiety, now we're having charging anxiety. And although you could build more charging stations, that's not the problem. The buyers aren't there. And when GM pares back their $400,000 initial thoughts for 2024, there's a lot of reasons for that. Also this morning, General Motors and Honda are now ending their $5 billion deal to create low-cost EVs to go head-to-head with Tesla. So that is also another huge factor, saying that, Honda's saying, this is not going to work. We don't want to put all our eggs in one basket. We're seeing Toyota also saying we're looking at ammonia for engines, hydrogen, looking at all kinds of other answers, solid-state batteries, and, of course, synthetic fuel, which Porsche and the group behind them, which is Volkswagen Group, are working on. And that's already up in Chile and plant opening in Houston very soon.
What will it take to change this? Because you're quite right. The prices for a lot of these have come down, so it's a wide group of available cars. It's still expensive stuff. But I think what scares off a lot of people, it's not only the range anxiety, but once you have to charge up or whatever you call it, it could take a while. It does take a while. And, that's a problem. And unless they address that, I don't know if this is significantly going to change.
Well, there are 3 vehicles that are easy to access that are 800-volt architecture, which means they charge faster. Well, there's 3 or 4, actually. You got the Hummer EV, which is very expensive. You got the Hyundai lineup, the Kia lineup, Genesis, and the Porsche. All are 800-volt architecture, which means they charge much faster. The other products are typically on 400-volt architecture. You can get about 100 miles in about 10 minutes. Okay. So that's faster if you need to get somewhere. But, hey, listen, in 7 minutes, I can fill up a tank in my whatever SUV and be on my way. This is why people are starting to shift to hybrids. They're looking at the hybrid technology. But what we're going to see is going to be of interest, and this is going to be where it's going to hit the bottom line on a financial standpoint, is all these car manufacturers are going to get hit with billions of dollars in fines from the EPA and other 3-letter agencies that are saying, hey, we said all EV and we meant it, and we're going to put the screws to you otherwise. So as I've always said, it's billions of dollars in losses or millions of dollars in fines, or billions of dollars in fines. So I don't think they want the losses go either way. And now you got the UAW coming in, and they're a day 40 on their strike. That's impacting General Motors, Ford, and Stellantis. So this is going to impact their plans as well, and it's going to impact consumers.
Indeed, it already has. Lauren, thank you very much. Great catching up with you. Lauren Fix.
Yes.
On all of that.